Thanks for joining me for another video. This is a review of the Storm Electrify Pearl. Typical test layout at 5x5x3, and we're at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence on the house shot. As I mentioned in the Electrify Hybrid review, the two Electrifies replace the matchups in the hotline and are going a different direction with the core. Lower RG, lower diff. This helps the ball rev up, control the mid lane, and be controllable and consistent down lane. Chad McLean, Storm's technical director, said in an interview with me that's up on my channel if you're interested, he said that they wanted to put some more performance down on the hotline. The matchups for me were hit and miss and mostly felt more like higher performance entry-level balls than performance low-end balls, if that makes sense. The Electrifies feel like balls I'll actually use frequently, and the matchups were kind of last-ditch efforts if nothing else was working, aside from maybe the Black Pearl. I really like that one. Now, as you can see, playing near the bumper outside wasn't an option. With the lower RG and quicker friction response, I needed to get inside of that and give myself a little bit of room. Now, left to third arrow, I was kind of suitcasing it to get it down the lane, but once I got in a bit further, I could really get inside of it and project it without worrying about it check marking. Where the hybrid really preferred a specific zone between second and third arrow, the Pearl would respond anywhere I wanted it to. I think the hybrid was easier to work with inside of its effective zone, but I have more lane coverage with the Pearl. This is going to be a fantastic light oil ball on the left and a really good late block ball on the right. Sometimes when the lanes get burnt up, something like the high road Pearl is a little too strong or punchy down lane, the tropical surges aren't quite enough, and the hustles can be a little too strong. Now these two nicely fill that gap with a lower strength cover but a stronger core to help you both control the lane while getting through the fronts. Comparing it to the Electrify Hybrid, you can see the really crisp motion of the hybrid from that zone in between second and third arrow. It was a super comfortable look, and both of these will see a lot of lane time for me. The hybrid had that pretty defined zone it was effective from, but it was ridiculous from that spot. Now, a lot of these look like I'm just recycling the same shot over and over again. It was definitely easy mode. Adding in the IQ Emerald, the shape is super familiar to the Pearl. It's the same base reactor cover formula, but the second generation R2S on the Emerald, which you'll be very familiar with if you're a Storm fan. The Electrify Pearl is virtually a baby Emerald, and that should be great news for the IQ fans out there. Sometimes there's too big of a delta going down from even the high roads in the Thunderline to the stuff we've had in the hotline, and a revamp down there is something I've been hoping for the last couple years. Chad and the team got it exactly right with the Electrifies. In the past with stuff like the Wipeout, Punch-Out, and Lights Out, those all had R2S covers and were great bang for your buck balls, but really too strong for the line that they were in. Then we had the Ride and the Joyride later that were great dry lane or light oil balls, but there was just too big of a jump from them to a high road. The two Electrifies really are performance light oil balls that are going to be incredibly useful both on drier house shots and later in tournament blocks, in addition to being a great entry-level option. The Electrify Pearl is out now. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.